Does
Okay.
this record my picture too?
It does. So, I mean, I can get you a better tripod for your phone, but I think this adds to the ambiance of the video.
No.
It's up to you. What do you want to do? You rather have
No.
like a thing to set it on?
Yeah. How does that work?
Oh,
You
I'll
just
send you
set it
something that
like in a tray?
it'd be like a tripod.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'll send you something.
Okay.
Okay.
Otherwise, I got to hold it with my hand.
I know. Well, it's good exercise though, right?
Yeah, real exercise.
Those shoulder replacements weren't cheap, right?
No, they weren't.
You got to use them. Okay, let's start with two things. Why don't you give me a download on your call with Clancy? And just so everyone knows, Clancy is my uncle, your sister's husband, right?
Yes.
And his last name was Horman, right?
No, I think it
No,
is
no,
Harmon.
is Horman. Yes.
Yeah.
And also, oh, I guess your sister's name is Andrews, right? But
Yeah.
isn't there some relation between the Horman and the Andrews?
Yeah. My two sisters married two brothers.
Two sisters married two brothers. Okay. So Clancy and Claire married,
Yeah.
and then
Well,
Barb,
actually, Don and Barb married first.
Don and Barb married first. Yeah. And Barb and Don have been passed away for some time.
Yeah.
And Claire just
Oh,
passed
yeah.
away
Like 4 or 5
5 years
years ago.
But
Yeah.
Clancy's still alive. I
He's
mean, I
still
just
alive.
had a
Yeah.
cigar with him last year in his fireplace
Yeah.
out in Tacoma. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So what'd you talk to? Give me the three highlights on Clancy.
Well, he's walking probably a mile every day or more. He went into Costco to get some things, and he had to wait in a line that was like I think he said 200 yards long, and they let 50 people in at a time. He's going over to visit his daughter, Susan, who's a therapist, and he gets a hot tub bath and a rub down from her. And he goes over on a ferry, like at 10 o'clock in the morning or something like that, to Vashon Island off the Washington coast. And he does that like every Thursday or every other Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
He used to walk on the top of the ship. It's like a 8 or 9 minute ride over there, but
Yep.
now he has to sit in his car and just read a book.
Because it is. I've done the ride before. It's not wavy, but it's a little. I mean, there can be some bumps for sure.
No, whenever I've ridden on it, it's been smooth. So you must have had an unusual day.
Yeah, if it's a little windy.
Or,
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And he goes into this coffee shop, and he used to bring his coffee cup, and he went in there recently, and they said, no, we got to serve it in a paper cup.
Yep.
So he went outside and drank his coffee, and he brought the cup back in thinking he'd get a refill. And she says, no, I have to put it in a new cup. So she deposited the cup.
I mean, and
he thought he was.
He's a real recycler. I have seen him, he buys the peanut butter in about a gallon or whatever that big. The 5-pound, 10-pound jar.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'll see that sitting on his counter and think, why are you keeping that? Throw it in the trash. And I'll watch him make 2 more sandwiches, wiping out the peanut butter with his finger to get every last drop, Yeah, so I could see how this situation would be difficult for him. Wasting all these things.
He's got a few of David's books left there, and David left them out, so they got wet. So some of them are wet.
Yeah.
He offered some of the books to me, but I should have said yes, but I just kind of poo-pooed it.
They're just books. You can get other ones.
Yeah, yeah. And, of course, Susan, his daughter, is going to New York on April 20th. to be a nurse out there. And
Susan or Melissa?
Yeah, Melissa.
Oh, Melissa.
And she is a nurse, but she was going to take some time off of work to go out there. I guess there was a pretty good incentive to do so. And she's either going to fly or drive. She doesn't know which yet. And she's real community person, so she wants to do something there for New York.
And she's been out there before because her brother Brad used to live out there.
Yeah, right. And then she would, when she came back from there, Stephanie, her partner, and their son Cedric would fly out there, and then they would drive back in her car or fly back together, one of the two. So they'd make a trip out of it and stop here in Wisconsin and in Minnesota.
So stop to visit you.
Yeah.
So that's what you get out of the deal.
Yeah.
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 Probably take them. Where's your favorite spot to go in Wisconsin?
Yeah.
Well, where is it? Where is your favorite spot?
Well, it's Rice Lake, Wisconsin.
Yeah. Yeah, but where's your favorite spot to go in Wisconsin?
Oh, in the Reedsburg, Wisconsin area where my dad was born.
Yeah.
And raised.
Sure. So you'd go meet him up there and have breakfast or something.
You mean my dad?
No. When Melissa and them come through, you'd go meet them over there, right?
Yeah, no, Reedsburg is down closer to what should I say? Highway 94 going into Chicago.
Okay. So
it's
way
along the way down there.
By like
Rice Lake is way up north.
Yeah.
On Highway 65. It's about 100 miles or 125 miles from the cities here. And that's where Claire and Clancy raised their family for about, 15 or 20 years. And my sister built a garage learning how to be a carpenter. She went to a Votech school to learn carpentry skills. And then she wanted to build a garage. And she also built my shed here in the back of the house.
Oh, that one with
barn roof.
The one that Keeler just put the new steel on, right?
Yeah.
All right.
And then she also gave us that picnic table that's up north. Up there that you guys refurbished.
Which has been working out great.
Yeah, it's really been fantastic.
Going on probably 45 years.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And what else? I guess he's really good. Clancy's really good at doing his insulin. So his doctor is really impressed with his sugar measures. And he says, you're one of the best diabetic clients I have. So that was quite rewarding to him. And he's got a little bit of back pain, which I think he gets a shot for, or he's had an operation that's kind of helped him with that.
Yeah.
And my brother has a little bit of pain in his right leg, which he takes medication for, but they were going to give him an MRI.
Oh, Jim?
Yeah, for Jim.
Sure.
Yeah. And I found out that my brother Dave, my brother Jim, and myself, we lived with Claire and Clancy after they got married in October of 1957. Yeah. And my dad died in August of 1957. So during that time, my mother was in a mental institution because she was very mentally challenged after having lost her husband for a drowning. And she spent about 2 years or so in that treatment center getting shock. And that kind of helped her get out of that. And during that time, I was staying with Clancy and Claire. Yeah, and they were newly married, so they were taking care of us boys. And Clancy told me the story that he went into the David, my brother, went into the room while Claire and Clancy were having their family time, and they were making
wink, right?
They were making quite a bit of noise, and he opened the door and asked if they were okay.
Yeah.
And I don't know if Judy Andrews knows this story, but Clancy hollered at Dave to shut up and go away.
Yeah.
And Claire got upset with him, and that he hollered at her brother.
Sure.
And so he learned not to do that.
So that was the end of family time.
Yeah, that was the end of family time like that. I guess they did something else. But then after that, my brother lived, I think, another year with them and then went into the Navy. Must have been a junior then.
Dave.
And he
Uncle
went into
Dave.
the Navy for 4 years, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And he served on a ship during that Cuban crisis. I think he was on one of the ships that was in that Cuban crisis.
The Cuban Missile Crisis?
Yeah, I think he was. I think it was on a battleship or some kind of a ship.
And your other brother, Jim, was a mechanic or something.
Yes, he was a mechanic in the Army. He went
In-
into the Army after maybe a year or two after graduating from high school.
Yeah.
And he went into the service because his draft number came up. And he was in the Army over in Vietnam, and he was ready to go out with his unit into the forest areas. And he happened to snag this job with a private repair company that we repaired the helicopters for the Army.
Mm-hmm.
And the owner of that really liked his work ethic and what he did, and he was small enough to get into the crevices. So the owner of the company told the general or something that, he wanted Jim Andrews to be kept back behind to repair. He was what they call him,
Grease monkey?
well, he was a significant soldier doing special duty.
Sure.
And his sergeant of the group didn't like that. So he said, no, you can't have him. So then the owner of the company went back to the general and said, hey, I really need this guy. So the sergeant was really upset with him when he was left behind with his unit repairing helicopters. So that was really a blessing.
But it got him saved probably, right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, very safe. Yeah. And all during that time, he was married, and they moved out to South Carolina or someplace where Dee Dee could have an apartment near their training camp.
Mm-hmm.
And then when he shipped out, she stayed there for a little while before she moved back home here.
Over in, where was
she
that?
She stayed in South Carolina.
Oh, South Carolina.
While he got transferred to Vietnam.
Yeah. So he was over there.
Yeah, he was over there. He's a vet.
Yeah.
So.
But just working on helicopters at the base or something, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And let's see. Clancy kind of humored himself, saying that he really had a learning curve being with 3 boys, and a newlywed wife.
I was gonna say, can you give me, like, do you remember how one day would go for you guys?
Oh God, I wished I could, but I
mean,
can't.
did you have like a family breakfast?
No. Hey, there's a story that I forgot to tell you.
Okay, we'll take it.
I was the youngest. I was the youngest of 5 children, and the kids always, got to pick out the cereals for breakfast, and so he'd buy, like 5 different kinds of breakfast in a box.
Now, this was at Clancy's house or
No,
at your dad's
this
house?
is at my dad when my dad
At
was living
607. Yeah.
at 607. So one day there was an argument about, I didn't get my special breakfast box. You didn't buy it. And, you didn't buy mine either. So then he got really upset and he said, well, we're going to switch up. We're going to eliminate all of the choices and you're all going to eat oatmeal. So they had this double-decker pan that was filled with water for about, I would say, 2 to 3 inches. And then it boiled, and then the heat and steam went up into the double-decker.
Double boiler. It was a double boiler.
Yeah, it cooked and I've never seen that pan ever again being used. And then he would cook the oatmeal. And of course, they would have it in the morning at about 6 o'clock. Then I would get up at about maybe 7:30, 7 o'clock. And by the time I got the oatmeal, it was like solid jello.
Like jello or like cement?
Weak cement.
Weak.
Runny cement.
Okay.
But it was like jello. It was like a jello. And I just could not eat it. So I had the policy of taking it into the toilet because I knew if I threw it out in the trash, they would see it.
I mean, walk me through. Like, you're in the kitchen. Your parents must have been around.
No, they were all gone to work, and I had to get breakfast for myself. Yeah.
Why not just dump it back in the pan?
I didn't know that. It was in the pan. I got it in the pan. I had to dig it out.
Yeah.
Dig it out. And it was like jello. It was like hard jello, and I couldn't eat the sucker. So I thought I can't throw it out in the trash, so I'll dump it down the toilet.
Yeah.
I must have dumped tons of oatmeal down the toilet.
Like a day after day, you went back for more?
Yeah.
And
well, no, you only got that in the morning. That's what you got.
Yeah, but so you would still go up and take it every day, even though you knew you were going to dump it down the toilet.
Oh, yeah. I mean, they left enough for me to eat, but I just dump it down the toilet.
You wouldn't eat any?
No, I wouldn't eat any. And I had a good friend, Aloysius Wiederhold.
His name was Aloysius?
Aloysius Wiederhold. We called him Al.
Okay.
He lived about 2 blocks away from me. He was one of 3 kids. He had a sister, Ann, then Al, and then Philip. Philip died in a car accident, and he was kind of a small guy, but Al was as big as I was. And they lived in a very big house. They were very, very wealthy. And so when I'd get over there in the morning, she would cook me eggs and bacon and toast, and it was like heaven. And this Al got this every day because his mother stayed home. Got this every day. He never thought anything of it, but I thought it was just it was just something else. So, and it wasn't until I got to be about 18 years old that I learned that you could add water, you could add milk, you could add butter. And then I found out that you could add chocolate to the oatmeal. Yes. And it could be creamy and taste good. I mean, you could put a little bit of extra sugar in there if you liked to. And I just, oh, God. When I went on a hitchhiking trip, that's another story that I should tell you about.
Save that one.
What? Huh?
Save that one. We'll do that one next time. Yeah.
All right.
Wait, so
but anyhow, that's the oatmeal trick.
Yeah. So what happened with the oatmeal? So you dumped it down the toilet.
Yep. Yep.
No one ever found out.
They always thought I was eating it.
No one ever found out about it.
No.
And it didn't clog the toilet.
No, because I flushed it right away.
All right. And you didn't do that. Like, what would you eat at Claire and Clancy's? Because after you were at 607, your dad passed away, and then you moved to Claire and Clancy's.
I can't remember. I think we had cereal then. We
Milk,
had cold
like
cereal.
milk and wheat cereal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, cornflakes and stuff like that.
Because
But
when
they just bought 1 or 2 boxes. They didn't buy like 6
we
boxes.
were kids, you made us either malt oatmeal or cream of
Yeah,
wheat
yeah.
or oatmeal. Less
But
often
I
oatmeal.
made it creamy.
You did, but you made it every day for us. So you must have enjoyed it must once you figured out how to eat it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I did. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
It's immensely good. I cherish it today. But how it started out is just incredible. I mean, the amount of food that I wasted must be just unbelievable.
Yeah. Well, and now you're on so for the last couple weeks you've been doing a special diet, right?
Yes, yes.
And what's that diet entail?
Mainly beef and salads,
Yeah.
big salad, beef, and then some asparagus and mushrooms and lots of onions,
Yeah.
hamburgers, and little bits of beef that are chunked up.
So pretty much whole food, whole
Yeah,
ingredients, right?
yeah,
Nothing
whole ingredient,
processed. Yeah.
nothing. And then once a day, you have a shake, and then now I'm getting eggs. I got 3 eggs this morning with those little
Oh,
onions, those little string onions.
I can see a little bit on your lip here.
Oh, you can.
Maybe, maybe.
Yeah.
So it was a good day to have 3 eggs.
Yes. It was a good day to have 3 eggs.
Now, do you
Now
feel any good?
there's another story about the milk that we used to go to the dump with a small trailer, a small 4x7 trailer that
Okay.
I've still got the axle for.
How old were you during this time?
Oh, probably 8 or 9.
Yeah.
And
So,
my dad would always take the trash out to the dump.
yeah.
Well, near the dump was this farm, and we always got our milk out there. We'd have a big 5-gallon can and then a 2-gallon can, and you would always get this cream off the top
These were
with strawberries.
like an insulated can, right? So
No, it was just tin.
Just a
It
tin
was
can.
just tin, yeah.
But 5 gallons.
Yeah, 5 gallons.
Okay, so you'd stop there at the farm on your way home from the dump.
Got back from going to the dump. And sometimes we would pick out a few things that people had thrown away, but not very often.
Yeah.
But that trip out to the farm, I mean, we never bought milk in the store.
Okay. That was your milk for the week or
Yeah, that was the milk for the week. Yeah, and I think he paid, like, I don't know, $3 for everything. I mean,
and the farmer already had it ready? He just had it
oh yeah. Yeah, he had it in coolers.
Okay.
He had it in water coolers, so you just picked up the can and you did it once a week because that would last us about a week.
Oh, well, where did you keep it once you got it home?
Well, we'd poured into pitchers in the refrigerator, and I don't know where he put that 5-gallon can. He must have divided it up into bottles.
Or kept it in the basement where it could stay cool or something?
No, he had to refrigerate it, but I don't know exactly how he did that. But we did have like 2 or 3 containers in the fridge.
And you probably drank some right away because
good. Oh, yeah. That was always good time, is to have that cream and be able to eat it over strawberries. Oh my God!
Imagine if they would have told you could put it in your oatmeal.
Oh yeah, that would have been a miracle. It would have been a miracle. Well, the other trick was eating chocolate cake with cream over it. Yeah. We'd smash it up and eat it, and I haven't done that for the longest time.
Well, we got to find you a cake that's made out of something that's not processed.
Well, right? Yeah, no, Gene makes a good mayonnaise cake.
Oh yeah,
that's pretty good. So sometime I can have that.
It won't fit in your diet.
No, it won't fit in the diet, but it'll be a treat.
They do make a flourless chocolate cake,
Oh.
So, yeah, maybe we can work something out where you can have that with cream over it.
But it's really something making these chips out of this. I think it's zucchini.
Yep. Because that
Yeah.
fits in your diet plan, right?
Oh God, that is so tasty. Jesus.
Do you feel better after you've been on this diet now 3
Uh,
weeks?
I don't know as I feel that better. I feel a little bit lighter. I feel awfully heavy right now,
Good.
but
How about
it's
your
making
joints? What about your joints?
joints are better.
So you
Everything's
notice less
better. Yeah.
inflammation or
Well,
arthritis?
no, it's just that I'm able to do things easier
Yeah.
because I'm not lifting so much weight. But it's only been like 5 pounds. So
Well, that's 5x. I mean, imagine if you should go pick up a 5 pound weight and imagine what it is to carry that thing around all the time.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Well, you look good and I mean, you certainly sound like you got it all together. So, not that you didn't before, but
Yeah.
you know.
And I'm really looking forward to getting an electric bike that I can pedal.
Okay, this summer.
Well, hopefully a little bit sooner than that, but we'll see.
Well, this summer is in like a month.
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
We need to go look at that place over on Chicago, right? You wanted to look
Okay.
at. They
Yeah.
have the low step through
Oh,
electric
okay.
bikes. Yep.
Okay.
Okay, we'll go over
Yeah,
there
it
and test drive one as soon as the
would be nice to do
quarantine
that.
ends, I think.
It would really be nice to get that Honda fixed up because I could be driving that now.
The Bergman?
No, the
Oh,
Honda.
the inside. The inside.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll come over. I'll fix the brakes for you this weekend.
All right.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna hit it here, Dad.
Okay.
Thanks for the stories. Next time we'll talk about the hitchhiking trip, okay?
Okay. Oh yeah.
And I'll
You
get you a
should write
single
that
one.
down. You should write that down in your tablet there.
I got all
Uh,
sorts of notes here of things to talk about.
okay.
Yep.
Hitchhiking trip to New York. Boy, that was quite an experience.
Yep. We'll get to it next time, all right?
All right.
Okay, love you, Dad.
And my wrestling experience too.
Oh, I'll put that one down. Okay.
Okay.
You got it.
All right. All right, son.
Okay. Love you, Dad. Have a good night.
All right. Is Sounder and Keeler going to be able to see these too?
Oh, yeah. They should be already see them. Maybe I'll bring Sounder in on the next one here.
Okay.
We can do 3 at a time.
All right. Okay. All right. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye.